Hey, my friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Monday. I know it's really late for some of you guys, but I just needed to get on here and craft. Yeah, today was just a difficult Monday for me, and I just need to do something fun. So, yeah, a lot has happened. The whole weekend was just super busy, and I have been having a headache for a few days now. I don't know what's going on with it. Probably stress. Yeah, it could be stress, could be I need new glasses. A lot of things. So it will go away for 3 hours with my Tylenol, and then it just comes back. So I've actually done better this afternoon. So today I'm doing a little bit better, but it started Friday night and then all day Saturday, all day Sunday headaches. So yeah, a rough time. And this morning I just could not get up and do this. I had other things going on for one. And sometimes you just have to give yourself a break. So anyways, we're gonna do this fun project. I'm so excited. I had it cut out and ready to go this morning, but we are gonna do it now. It is the cute little brand new church light up. Okay, so here it is. It is so adorable. Go ahead and say hello if you're out there watching. We're going to put lights in this. So this is going to have 20 lights and it stands. I have not attempted to do a smaller version yet. I'm only offering the large one because I think sometimes when you make things smaller, it doesn't look as good. Okay, so I do have the small ornaments. I have the small church ornaments. So I think we're just going to stick with this size and the other one. So this takes a lot of wood. It does take 1.5 full sheets. There's the inside here. This is where the lights are going to go. And I need to remember to paint that board. I need to remember that. Darlene, remember that. Because when it shows through with the little windows right there, I want it to look really cute. So anyways, go ahead and say hello and we will get started real soon. I don't know if anybody's going to be on, but it's okay because I just want to paint. So sometimes you just have to, holy cow, just lots going on. Lots going on trying to get stuff squared away for the next craft show is always on the horizon. And I'm just always doing stuff, I've got work, I've got home, hubby's gone, I'm here, just me and the dogs. The dogs had me pinned down. Oh my goodness. They were so happy to sleep in the bed with me. They were not letting me up. Anyways, this is what we're making, guys. Isn't it so cute? It's big. Okay, so for example, here's a sheet of paper. This is the sample. This is what it's going to look like, similar to that. We'll see. It might look a little different. So it's about the size of a sheet of paper. It's about like a 1/2 inch smaller. And then the height is about the same. Okay, so picture that. About the same size as a sheet of paper. That's pretty big and layered and has lights. Okay, so we don't need 2 of these. We're going to set them to the side. And then going to set the Velcro. So the lighted part's going to Velcro on the back. It says light. It's going to come with the lights. Okay. So it's going to come with the lights and the Velcro. You'll have everything that you need to do this. I'm going to set that to the side. Remember, it's on my keyboard of my iPad in case I ask you where I put it. In case, because sometimes I forget. Okay, let me get this shared over to VIP group. Let me turn down my volume. I've been on my phone a lot today, back and forth with people, lots of messaging. We have a tragedy that happened in our community that's just so sad. Oh, geez. I haven't really commented much, but Judy and the rest of my craft group have been talking about it a lot today. There were 3 children that were hit when they were walking to school, and one of them has passed and the other 2 have injuries. And it's just so sad. Judy's kiddos, her grandkids go to that school and they walk to school, and it's just so heartbreaking for all of us. Life can change so quickly. So that's heavy on my heart today. So please say a prayer for those families, that the family that is affected by that in the community. It is just, it's hard because one of her grandkids actually sits next to one of the kids that was hit. I'm trying to share this to VIP group. It's not working. Why is it not working? So just say some prayers. It's been really tough, guys. Been really hard. Okay, there it is. Finally popped up. Okay, got it shared. Okay, let me go ahead and click on this so I can make sure that I stay live. Let me say hello. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so cute. Can't wait to get it done. So hello guys. Hi Betty. Hi Lynn. Hi Barb. Hi Julie. Hi Angie. Hey Judy, how are you? Hi Sandy. Hi Laura. Hey Sherry. Hi Deborah. Hi Darlene Barr. Hi Janine. Hello Billy. Hi Sandy. Thanks, Sandy. They definitely need prayers. It's really so sad. It is just heartbreaking. So, yeah, send prayers for the family, the community, the kids at school. It really is. It's really tough. You just never know when your life is going to change like that. So, anyways, if you're just hopping on, we did have a tragedy in our community that three children, three siblings, two are twins and one is a step sibling, all 12 years old, hit on the way to school today, and one passed away and the other two are injured. So I don't know as far as the extent to the injury is. I don't think they're life-threatening, but still, it's got to be hard. And how will you feel as the surviving siblings? I just don't know how you go on with that. How do you feel? How can you go on with your life like that? It just is difficult. I hear my dogs out there barking. I might have to go and do something if it's Darcy for sure. She's just that way. Okay, let me go ahead and go like that. Thank you guys. Definitely need lots and lots of prayers. Okay, let's get this started. And this is kind of fitting to do a little church on a day like this. I love this. There is a little, I did post all of these. I did get them added to the website. Remember guys, you get your discount every single day on the website. You don't have to wait for a sale. You can always get your discount every day. So if you need something, add it to your cart. Here's the thing to do. Add it to your cart and then check out. Wait to check out. Like, check out at the end of the week. Wait till you have all the things in it that you think that you might need, because shipping has gone up, unfortunately. It went up it's the seasonal shipping increase. I feel like it never goes back down though. It kills me to pay $19.20 for a medium flat rate. And that's our discounted rate. That's the discounted rate. If you're in the store, it's going to be like 25 or 28. It's so expensive. So yeah, I hear Darcy out there barking. Hopefully she'll stop. Okay, so trees, trying to get all my trees together. It is hot in this room. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just hot. I think, last night I was cold and I never turned on the heater. I actually turned on the heater last night. I was like, it's cold in here. And my hubby is always hot, so he has the air conditioning cranked up so it's freezing. Yeah, last night I actually turned on the heater. I know that's weird, huh? Judy's probably like, what? You turned on the heater? Okay, so this is why we have what they're barking about is there is I think there's a helicopter going overhead. Okay, let's move these. These are white also, though. We have lots of white. Lots and lots of white going on. Okay, this is going to be blue. I do want to do the background here blue. Maybe I'll do that first. Where am I going to put this? Hello. I might have to move some things around. All right. Can you hear her? She's so annoying. She's just out there. It's not that far from this. It's right outside the window. Oh my goodness. She hates the helicopters. Okay. Let me do this. Let me go get her in. Heater. Yeah, you had the heater on too? Isn't that so funny? I was cold and I'm like, I'm just going to turn the heater on. Okay, let me go get Darcy. I'm sorry. I need to go get her in before my neighbors get annoyed. I'll be right back. Hang tight. I know your sister's barking, huh? She's being naughty. Darcy. Darcy. Come here. Darcy, come here. Darcy, come. Darcy, come. Come on. Come on. You need to not work. Okay. All right. Come inside. Come inside. Inside. No barking, okay? No barking. No barking. Okay? You stay inside. Okay, I just don't want my neighbors getting upset. Okay, sorry about that, but my neighbors, I have good neighbors. I don't want my dog to sit there and bark, bark, bark. All right, it's 58 degrees right now, but you haven't turned your heat on yet. I know. Well, and then I turned my air back on today. Okay, so let's paint this part. We're gonna do the blue. Let's do the blue first. I want the blue to show through. We'll do all this blue. I am going to use winter blue. So let's just put, I probably can just pour some out here. I don't want it to go into little holes though. Let's just go like this. Let's go like that. It's winter blue. We'll use some of it to go right down here where the windows would show through. Let's do that. All right. Yay. So I got to visit with Sophie's puppy today. My friend April from the craft show, the one that got one of Sophie's puppies, she came to pick up her check, and I asked her, can you bring Oreo with you? I didn't take a picture though. I needed to. He's so fluffy. He's like a big, huge, fluffy black and white version of Sophie. He's just the cutest, and he's really shy. He's kind of shy like her. He looks up at me like, hold me. All the other dogs are trying to sniff him. Oh my goodness, it was just the cutest thing. But it's so nice that she will bring him over and let me visit with him. He's just so adorable. He's 20 pounds. So Sophie is only, I think Sophie is 18 pounds. So she's pretty big for a poodle. So she is, she's a poodle Shih Tzu mix. She actually has more Shih Tzu in her than poodle, but as far as her DNA, but when you look at her, she looks more poodle-ish. Kind of funny. Kind of funny how that is. Okay, so getting this on here, this is winter blue. We are going to put some snow features on here. I don't have to do it all, but I'm going to. I'm like, I don't have to paint it all because it is covered up, but I'm just going to because that's just going to be easier for me. Okay, and I don't need to do any more on this because this is where the windows will show through. I don't think I need to go maybe a little bit lower. Okay, and only one coat. Only one coat. Okay, so that's winter blue. Hi, Chris. How are you? I am crafting late. It just worked out that way. So sorry, but my life sometimes is just a little cray-cray. Okay, the base we're gonna do with our brown. Let's use espresso, and the doors we're gonna do milk chocolate. Okay, so the base part espresso, so it's a darker brown. We're going to put lights on this. It's going to be so cute. Can't wait. Can't wait to see it all done. I wish I had time to make a whole bunch. Here's the thing about the lighted ones. They're taking me a lot of time. And the fact that I just didn't feel well this weekend. I had a headache. Just had a nagging headache. And I know it is just from working too much or stress or whatever. It's a lot of things. It's a combination. It's a combination of the time of year. This time of year is always, guess what? There's paint in that already. That's so weird because I think that some of these are not dry from the other day. And yeah, it has paint. Okay, let me open up my new Clorox wipes that I have in here. That's the color I need, so that'll work out good. It has white paint in it, but I wasn't expecting for it to have paint on my hands. All right, it'll work though. All right, so white paint, there's a lot of white. This is white. The church is white. Tons and tons of white. If you want to do some of it light buttermilk, you totally could. That brush has had it. There, it's kind of crunchy. I'm going to put it over there. We'll try another brush. Okay, so this is white. So like I said, I did add some other little small church ornaments. I'll try to get those painted soon. On my table right now, I have 12 of the gingerbread Christmas inserts for the windows. I have to get the inserts made. I'm not going to have time to recover in between any of my craft shows to get things like that made. It's really, there's a lot going on. And then I have a little get together this Sunday. I'm excited about that. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. Okay, what else is white? The little, let's see, the door handle is white and my snowflakes are white. Okay, so this is white, this is white, and this is white. Okay, perfect. All right, so now let's do our trees. We have two different kinds of trees. So we have the ones that are right up by the church, and then let's see, these go down into that. Okay, so on either side. And then so we have those are the sides, and then these go on the top. Okay, so we have the darker ones are going to be these trees. Okay, so, and then these are going to be the lighter ones. So we're going to have two different colored trees. Did you happen to add the snowman? Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry, Laura. I'll get it added. I did not get that added. I did get the tall snowman stander thing added with the lights, but I did not get the oh hello one done. Remind me to do that. I meant to do that. Okay, so these trees are going to be the Hauser medium green, and then these will be desert cactus. I feel like I have to make my notes, and I didn't make a note on that. I live by sticky notes. Sadly, my life is like full of sticky notes of things, and then I can toss it away when I'm done with it. Yeah, I don't know. I always have good intentions. I have good intentions. I just can't do it all. I admit it. I try to do everything, but you know, it's just my life. It's my life. Okay, this is desert cactus. Oh my goodness. I think we should do the wreath the darker gray so that we don't have too much of all the same colors together. I think. All right. I think this one's going to paint pretty quickly. It's the lights that take a little bit of time, but I kind of learned a trick, guys. I kind of learned a trick on how to do the lights more quickly and easier. Because before I was struggling a little bit. Okay, so I'm using the medium Hauser green for that. I was struggling a little bit with those lights, but I figured it out. Okay, so we're going to use Tuscan red for the bow. I really didn't need that much. We do need our deep ochre for the star. We're going to need a second one of these. Okay, so the bow is red. We're going to need deep ochre for the star, and then we'll need our milk chocolate for the doors, unless we decide to do them. We could just do them we could just put paint in there. We could just do that. Then we don't need another thing. Come on. I know there's a little bit left. There we go. I just need a little bit. You're human. Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling really human. I'm not feeling like I am superhuman. I am just human this year. It's been a struggle. I tell you. I try. I really do. I really do. I miss my mark more often than I hit it this year. It just is that way. I'm okay with that because guess what? I'm not going to give up. I just keep going. I know it's harder as we get older with everything, and my job is super busy at work. So I'm telling you, it's great. I'm really happy that they're so busy, but it really is super busy. Okay, so I did milk chocolate. I just poured milk chocolate in there, and now we're going to start our second coats. So let's start with our white because we actually need 3 coats on our white. So let's start with our white, and let's do that. And then we'll go through all of our colors. I might have to go turn the air on. Seriously. I think I actually changed it earlier today to 76. So it's not clicking on. It probably needs to be on. It's good. I'm going to be having sweat come off of my eyelids. It's kind of funny. So let me do this, and then I'm going to run. It's just right outside the door. I'll just click it so that it goes on. Get it cooled down a little bit. The paint is drying fast though. All right, hang tight for 2 seconds while I go do that. Hi guys, it's me again. Stop. Okay. All right. There. It actually should have clicked on. It was at 74, but it didn't click on. It should click on now. I clicked it to 73. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's do our blue, our winter blue. Alrighty. I know. You know, it's really hard sometimes to do everything. I just keep going. I've been going like full speed, trying to do everything. Tara's kind of the same way too, with all her stuff at home with the kiddos. They had homecoming, 2 kids with homecoming, different schools. So my granddaughter Kaylin is at West Hills and my grandson is at Santana. They both had homecoming, so she had to coordinate all of that. And Kaylin cheered, so they had to go to that game. Just a ton of things going on for them too. They had a super busy weekend. I could tell she was tired when she got here today, but she powered through it, and she's working on ornaments for me, which is great. So she is working on the joy ornaments for me. She has, I just gave her a whole tub of them. I'm like, you'll just have to sort through them, figure out what's in there. So she's working on those for me. She brought me back moose ornaments that she had finished. So we are, and I just need to price everything. I've got, my kitchen table is half full of stuff again to price. It just builds up so fast. Hey Sarah, how are you? Hi Lucia. I decided to craft. I had this cut out for this morning, but I could not get my act together. You know, here's the weird thing about the headache that I've been having. I did have somebody tell me that it's either their son or their grandson had a headache that was a virus. And they had the headache for 3 days and went into the emergency room because it just wouldn't go away. And they did blood work and it was a virus. So has anybody else heard of a headache virus going around? Because it's possible. It's possible. And there's nothing you can do. It just has to go away. It just has to run its course. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that's what I had going on, because it was a really weird headache that was out the back of my head. It was at the base of my skull. And then it radiated throughout the rest of my head, but it was centered in the base of my head. So when I'd move my head at all, it just was excruciating. So, yep, not fun. And I have no fever, nothing like that. It's just a weird spooky thing. I'm just falling apart. I'm just falling apart. Love the night edition. Yeah. Hey, I wish I could do it every night. My husband's he's too noisy with the dogs though. He's gone until Wednesday. So I could totally do a night version tomorrow too. Oh my goodness, guys. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, our white does need one more coat because we really want it to be really solid. Everything else is looking good. I am going to put shimmer on this. I think that, I think I do want to put some shimmer. I think I have some still. I did order some. By the way, Chocolate Tour is having 25% off everything on their entire website. Yeah, even chalk paste. And of course, I went to order the shimmer. It was out already. It was out that fast. But I do have 2 jars coming. Oh gosh, this jar, I don't know if I can open it. I have a jar sitting back on my, yeah, there's probably a little bit left in there. Probably enough. I have 2 jars already coming that I had ordered. We are going to use that. We're going to use that. Let's do the next coat of our white. You haven't heard, but hand, foot, mouth is going around. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Hand, foot, and mouth. Yeah, I know all about that. I had a daycare kid that had that once upon a time. And that has a little blisters. Yeah, that's so weird. He had blisters all over his hands and in his mouth. He didn't have anything on his foot, but I know they call it hand, foot, and mouth disease, but he had blisters on his hands and in his mouth, the poor kid. It was horrible. It's very contagious. Very contagious. So anyways, I think my headache is just a headache. Once in a while, I'll get like headaches for a few days and then it's over. So I'm going to say it's over. Let's just say it's over. Let's just put that out there to the universe. Darlene's headaches are over. No more. No more. Okay, let's dry this. I am going to be inking the edges. I am going to be doing some snow around the edge of the blue area. I'm going to kind of sponge it on there. I want it to look more snowy than it is. So I'm going to grab my sponge. Remember the sponges that we use for the gingerbreads? I'm going to use something like that. It's really like a porous sponge. Come on. You can dry. And then let me get a little dish. And then we are going to actually put snow on it when we're all done. We'll use that. So remember these little sponges? So they do have these at Hobby Lobby. I saw them the other day. So they probably have these sponges at most places. Oops. Okay, gonna put some white in here so it makes it easy for me to do that. We're gonna sponge the edge of this. So I need a paper towel because we're gonna tap off some of that paint. So I've got my paper towel. We're gonna put our sponge in there and then we're gonna tap the edge. I might need more paint than that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go around the edge. I want to kind of have a snowy look on this all the way around the edge like that. We are going to speckle too. I feel like we need to speckle. Okay, so I'm just going to go around it again, just tapping like you tap your makeup. I don't do makeup, but however you do your makeup when you tap like with your powder. Okay, so that looks pretty good. If you want to do any out in the center, you could like lightly do some snow out there if you want. But I was gonna speckle. Maybe we're gonna do our trees too. Let's get a little more paint on here. Let's do the edges of our trees. I am gonna add the what am I gonna add? Oh, you know what? I was going to dry brush them, but you know what? I can do this. I'll use the sponge. So instead of dry brushing the trees, I'll use the sponge. Okay, so I'm going to do just like the edges of it. I have to do the trunk still. I still have to do the trunks brown. Okay, so I'm going to do all of my edges of my trees. And I am going to add Shimmer Frost to them. So Shimmer Frost is my stuff from my Chocolate Tour group. And you can use like the shimmer paste. There is Snow Tech. There's stuff like that. It's kind of like Snow Tech, but it dries faster. I really actually like it. Okay, we're going to do our little wreath. Just adding instead of speckling, this is what we're doing. So instead of speckling, we're just going to use our little sponge. All right, so that works for me. Going to add a little bit to the door. Yep, that'll save us. It's going to save us from speckling. It's just, yeah. All right, I think it looks good. Maybe a little bit in the center of the trees. Yeah. You know, I'm being silly. It's been a day. And around the base a little bit. Because I'm going to add some snow. Okay, we do have to ink still. We're still going to ink everything. Okay, let's dry all this. Let's get all this dry, and then we'll do inking, and we will see what else we need to do. The sea foam soon for the snow. Oh, yes. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes, you should try that for sure. I have tried it. I think it actually has corn in it. There was something in it that did not work the best for me. I was kind of being iffy about it. But I do like the shimmer, so we're going to use the shimmer. Okay, dry all this, and then we're going to ink it. We're going to glue it together. You know, I can do a dozen of these, and they will all turn out different. You know, you don't have to have them be the same. They can all be a little bit different. And they just all might be. Yeah, I like the sponge look. It kind of makes it look good. Okay, so let's kind of assemble this so we know what it's going to look like. And I'm going to just scooch this up. We're going to take off the base. I'm going to put that right here. Here's the base. Here's this part. Let's assemble this whole thing. Okay. Scooch that up some more. I don't want it to fall off, but okay, so we will be inking all of the edges. Okay, got our door there. Oh, here's the door handle. This is the door handle. Got our wreath. We have a cross. We have our star that goes right up here. We have these snow things that go at the bottom. Okay, so there's 2 levels of them, 2 layers. Okay, we have our trees. So the first set of trees go at the top, and then these go further down. Oh, guess what? I sponged the wrong part. I sponged the part that's going to be covered. Here, let's try that again. I need to sponge this other side. Oh, and I need to do the brown. I still need to do the trunks of the trees. Okay, so let's just go ahead and let's put it down here and take a look at it, and then we'll do the tree trunks before we do anything else. Okay, I just wanted to see what's it gonna look like. Did I need to fix anything? Yes, I need to fix something. I do, but okay, where's this one go? Where does this one go? Over. Oh, I probably covered it up. I'm like, where does it go? There's supposed to be 5 on this side. Okay, so yeah. So the only thing I need to go back and do is the tree trunk. So let me move this and let's do the tree trunks. Oh, you just got your order. Yay, Silvana. Nice. So happy. I'm trying to put this down on the floor, and I have some stuff I need to clean up. Nothing new about that. Okay, looks good. Looks cute. But let's do those tree trunks. So let's bring this in. Let's grab us a small brush. That one will work. Let's get some paint and let's do the tree trunks. Okay. All right. So scooch that up. Scoochy, scoochy, scoochy. All right. I knew I would forget something. It happens to me a lot. I actually forget the tree trunks quite often. So... And you do have to do 2 coats of them because the fact that it is going on to, there's green underneath. But it doesn't take long. It takes un momento. And yeah, this is going to look so cute when it's done. I'm so excited. Okay, let's try this. It's dry. You don't like, I know, Judy, yeah. We don't like disease at all. We do not want to go back to the COVID days either. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I never had it too horribly bad. You know, I was one of the very first that had it when it was Chalky Tours spreader time, when we had our leadership flu, that everybody's like, we must have the leadership flu. No, it was COVID before they knew what COVID was. That was, yep. We went to Scottsdale and there were hundreds of us and almost every single person got sick with it. Yeah, some of them really sick. Okay, I do need to kind of sponge this so it all looks the same. Okay, so drying my tree trunks, and then we'll get that sponge again and kind of sponge the edge just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. This is going to be adorable. Oh, I do need to plug in my glue gun so it's nice and ready. I do have glue sticks available. Let me get that plugged in. I did order new little Silpat. The things that you... Okay, here's some paint right here. Let's see if I can get some of that. You know the little Silpat silicone things that you put to bake? That's what I use with my glue gun. I did order some of those, smaller size. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, let's dry that. Was there a barn one like this? Last year there was a barn. Oh, there was a barn. Yes, there's a barn ornament. Yeah. Let me show you the barn ornament. There's not a standard like this. There was a there was a barn ornament. And it is right here. It's small. So it's a small one. I'll show you. But yes, same type of thing. But this is the small one that was like the ornament. So I had the ornament that lit up. I had the ornament that didn't light up, and this is the barn standard. These are small. These are ornament size. These are 5.5 inches tall, I think. So yes, you are right. It is very similar. This is the large one. So, okay, did I freeze it? Nope, there I am. I'm like, yeah, hello. Okay, so did I dry it? I did. Okay, and I plugged in my glue gun. All right, so let's ink. Yeah, so she's making a bunch of different ones. There's actually, there's a gingerbread, and there is there's the large snow globe that has the snowman. I did that one last week and showed you that, but there is a gingerbread that I need to do also. I just need more time in the day, and honestly, I'm really sad that I haven't been feeling good. It just, you know, it really takes the wind out of your sail when it is craft show season and you need to be 100% and you're not. But I made it through the craft show. I sailed through the craft show, was able to get through the craft show and not feel bad, not be sick, nothing. Okay, so that was a good thing. And I wasn't even totally exhausted every single day during the show. I came home and I slept, but making it through that craft show, I was very happy for that. But right now I'm just not 100%. So I'm not able to do as much as I want to. Unfortunately, my body is saying, Darlene, you need to rest, because we're not doing the snowflakes. I don't ever do the snowflakes. And I do need to get this base glued together. That needs to be glued together right now. Like right now. Okay, so let's glue that together. That's 3 layers to help hold this whole thing. So thank you, Beverly. Thanks. So this is available. Let me give you the link here. And you guys are my VIPs. You will always be able to get a discount. You just enter the discount code VIP25. You'll get 25% off every single day, forever and ever. Let me get you the link for this. It is in the Christmas section. So here is the link. I'm going to put this here. YouTube, you're not going to see it. Whoops, not air. It always wants to try to airdrop it. Can't airdrop to each of you guys. That doesn't work. Let me just put it here. Okay, here is this. Okay, that is the link. So you will get, make sure you enter your discount code. It's there for you guys that support me all the time. Okay. That's why we decided to do it. We will be doing a sale at some point throughout the month, but just know you always get 25% off every single day by using that code. And that's because I appreciate your support. So that's for my VIP people. There's lots of people that pay full price that just shop. But my people that support me every day, excuse me, you guys, you deserve that because you're here, you're on here, you're commenting, you're helping the Facebook algorithm, and I appreciate that. Okay, there's my little bow. Okay, then I'm going to do a rhyme. I just ink all the edges. It's actually time for a new ink pad. It's not going on very dark. It is time for a new one. Doctor put you on an antibiotic the Monday after the craft show. You had a cough and then oh no. Yeah, no, taking no chances. That's right. I totally get that. I would be the same way, you know. Yeah, you were not feeling 100%. I fight things. I have a strong immune system. My body will kick into gear and fight things. But when I do, I usually spike a fever when I'm fighting something. I haven't done that, so I'm not fighting off anything weird. It's just a stupid headache thing. I'm like, there must, oh, I know who it was. It was Joanne Zarnicki told me that either her son or her grandson had that weird headache virus, and it just had to run its course. That's who told me. I was trying to think. I've talked to so many people. Okay, let's glue this together, and then we'll start gluing everything else together. I've inked all my edges that I want to. I just kind of quickly ink them. I'm not going to stress if I miss something. And I've got my little glue bottle here. I like the designer adhesive, the glitter glue designer adhesive, and come on, you can do it. I'm glad you're feeling better now. Hi, Terry. How are you? Yeah, you know, headaches are really a pain in the booty. I know. They really are. They are not fun. They can be debilitating. My daughter-in-law gets migraines. I don't think this is a migraine. I just think it's just a stupid headache. Just one of those stupid ones. The ones where you have to lay down, you have to rest, you know. There's like no moving. There is no moving around with it. Okay, I am going to be putting some of the shimmer on here. I'm making sure that it's completely lined up inside. Sometimes that center part is not exactly even. It's not exactly centered. You might have to, tension headache. It could be a tension headache. Yeah. There's no tension in my life. It could totally be a stress headache, tension headache. I'm just going to say that I'm going to be fine tomorrow. So 3 days of a headache, and it just kept coming back. So, and the only thing I can take is Tylenol. That's my problem, is that all I can take is Tylenol, which is probably good. I don't want to take anything heavier, stronger than that. But I can't take Motrin anymore. Even though they gave me Motrin when I had my surgery, but that was for just a very short period of time. So I can't have Motrin because of the diverticulitis that I had. It's like, it is hell getting old, guys. Make sure this is all lined up. You want your windows to be open. We are going to put some lights there. So we want that to be open. Here's the funny thing is that I'll say, oh gosh, it's hard getting old. My crafter friends will say, you're not old. And I'm like, I will never be as old as you are, but I do feel old. Judy, Chris always tells me that. She's like, you're not old yet. I'm like, I will always be younger than you, so stop. Let me just say that I feel like I'm getting older and it's harder. It is harder sometimes as we age, you know. Things are harder. Okay, this is going on here. Make sure that this is not below that bottom part, because this is going to go into the base. You want everything to be lined up. It all has to be lined up right there. I love my crafter friends. I have the best people in my life. Between you guys and all my friends at the craft shows, I just have the best people in my life. I just love them all. They're such good people. They really are. I have good people in my life. God has blessed me so much to have so many wonderful people in my life. I am so lucky. Okay, that goes there. And I just really do. I just really have good, nice, sweet people. This goes here. I'll look at comments in a minute. It's like I'm the youngest one in our crafting group, and so I always get that from people. Well, you're still young. Yes, I always will be younger than you, but I'm telling you, when I hit 61, and when I had my surgery last year, kind of took the wind out of my sail a little bit. Kind of knocked me on my keister a little bit. Made it hard to recover. And then going to Africa, coming back with, well, having the anaphylactic shock, coming back with COVID. Just everything. Every little thing just really added up. Having the blood clot. Yeah, it all takes its toll on you. But we make it through it. I don't stay down for long. I get back up. I keep going. I don't take no for an answer. I just keep on going. Okay, those are going to go right there. You just barely do the outside of them. 10 years, yeah. Oh, Beverly says your mom used to say that all the time. You're 65, so yeah, can't believe this stuff I can't take because you're a crappy kid. Oh, yes, Sarah, that's true. That is true. Oh, Kat, thank you. Thanks, my friend. I wish this was my design. It's not. I can't take credit for it, but I am making it for you guys, and it is going to be so cute. So excited to see how it turns out. I'm really excited. Yeah, your kidneys would be a huge thing that you can't, and see, that's what I'm really being really careful about the Tylenol, because I'm not taking heavy dosages. I'm just taking what I'm told. I don't ever do the wrong thing with that, because I do not want to mess up. I don't want to have issues. I know how quickly things can go south with taking too much medication. I have friends in my life that have gone that direction, and it's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Okay, all my little snowflakes that are in between, all the little holes, the lights are going to show through those. We got our little snowflakes. You can put extra little dots in there. If you want to put little dots and speckle, you can. You don't have to. Okay, so it's totally up to you. I'm looking to see, she might have put some, I might go ahead and put some white dots in there. But we're also going to use our Shimmer Frost. Okay, I'm just using my little sponge to put glue on here. Where does this one go? I have to look at my cheat sheet. Oh, right in here. And then one right here. Okay, we are going to put some Shimmer Frost on here, which is from my Chocolate Tour little stuff right here. Okay, got all that glue that we needed right now. And we are going to put some of this on here, and maybe some on the trees. Okay, so I'm going to get a little brush and do this. Advil kills the kidneys. Tylenol kills the liver. You just can't win. Oh, gosh. Yeah, not good. Not good. I try not to take any at all, but I do. Is there a backer piece? Yes, there is a backer piece. Yep, here's the backer piece right here. So here's the backer. Yep, this goes on. That goes on the back. Okay, so I'm going to put some Shimmer Frost. This is my Chocolate Tour stuff. So I don't have a lot of it left. But I have enough that I can make it look like there's snow on here and there. So I'm going to put some snow, and it dries fast. That's the thing, is that I'll be able to dry this and flip it over and still work on it. Or I could do this very last too. That might have been better to do that very last. Let's just put a little bit along the bottom part. I might go back and we'll do this like very last. But I think we can get this dry. It dries really quick with the heat gun. So let's just put it, I think I want it all along this front piece. We're going to put the snow. It's kind of shimmery. That's why it's called Shimmer Frost. Kind of looks like snow. And I'm just kind of tapping it to make it look like the snow texture. And then we'll go back and we'll add it after, but I really want to get the lights in there. Okay. All right. So there's all of that. Yeah, I try not to take medicine at all. Yeah. You're making this one an ornament. Yes, the ornament is cute. The ornament is smaller. Let me see if I have the ornament thing on here, the picture of it. I don't have the finished picture, but I might have. Do I have it on here? It's hard for me to see. I can't bring it up because it's so small. Yeah, sorry. It's way too small on there. Okay, gonna get my Shimmer Frost on there. I know, they're so cute. I just love them. I wish I had time to make a whole bunch. So here's the thing though, because I'm only making like 1 or 2 of each thing, then I can actually charge more. If I had 10 of them, then the price would be lower. But if I have 1 and somebody wants it, I can charge a little bit more. So I don't know what I'm going to charge for these. I am not sure. Okay, so it's dry enough I can flip it. Okay, so to do the lights, you have to remember this. You have to thread it through the backer first. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on here. That's going to be glued on there. And then we're going to thread the lights through the backer and put it on and Velcro the back part there. You can't get this through this if you put all your lights on and then you try to thread it through that doesn't work. Okay, you have to thread it through that hole first. Don't forget that. Some people have, and they've had to pull it all the way off. I did make a mistake the other day on one of the ornaments. I had the wrong back, so I was gluing the backer on it, and it actually was for the stander. I had to take it apart. So I have had oopsies with these already. I had to pull it up. I was able to pull the wire up. I only had it on a couple of areas and I was able to pull it. Okay, so this goes on here. So this is going to hide all of the lights. Some people just put the lights on the back of it and then they'll Velcro the piece back there. They don't have a backer. I like mine to be finished. I like it to be 100% finished so that it looks professional. Okay, all right. There's that. So hopefully I don't move that as I'm doing it. I'm going to unwind the lights. Let me just put the lid on my shimmer. We're going to use that again. Okay, lid on my glue. Okay, here's the lights. Okay, this is the 20 pack. So you're going to unwind this and you're going to get it so that it's completely straight. So be careful as you unwind it. Sometimes they thread it through really weird and you're untangling it. So the first step is to get this so that it is 100% flat. Yeah, it looks a little tangled. Sometimes you're figuring it out. Sometimes it is a trick to get it open. Sometimes it just completely opens up like that, like an accordion, like a slinky. Okay, so this right here I can tell is tangled. So I'm going to take my time, and you need it to be 100% flat because when you put those lights on it, you need for it to be able to go through and go from thing to thing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so there's 20 areas where there's lights. And I want to strategically think where I'm going to start and where I'm going to end. You want to end close to this center hole, wherever this center hole is going to be. So I might want to actually end like with one of these, because this has to feed through there and the light has to be close to that. Okay, so I'm going to feed this through here from the back. This is the back side. Okay, so feed your lights through there all the way through, and then we're going to actually go ahead and Velcro this onto the back right now so it's not just flopping around. Okay, so it's going to come with the lights. It's going to come with 2 of the little Velcro things, and I'm going to put it about like that. And gonna take my little Velcro. I want the side with the screw holes to be up. Okay, so I'm putting this on this side that doesn't have the screws, so people can see that there's screws, so they can change out the battery. Okay, I'm putting the Velcro pieces on there. I'm going to flip this over and attach it to the back of this, and then we'll start gluing on our lights. Okay, so that's how that goes. I'm going to flip that over. Make sure your lights work. I did that in the very beginning. And I'm just going to press this down onto the back. Okay, so now when they need to change it out, they can lift this up and, oops, the bottom one didn't stay. It's supposed to stay. I need to press harder. Press hard to get those Velcro pieces to stick. Okay, so they'll be able to lift it. They'll be able to unscrew. They'll be able to change out the battery when the battery dies. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this here, and I am going to start, maybe I need to end with one of these. Let's see, start here, go across. I have to strategically think of how it's going to work. Okay, so start here, or start here, go across, and then come back around to here. That's what I'll do. So I'll start here, I'll go across, go back, and then around. Okay, all right, so start with this one. Okay, so let me get a little bit closer for you guys so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm going to move this up. I'm going to scooch that up. Move this over. I'm going to bring in my glue gun. Come on, glue gun. And I have some glue sticks. It doesn't take a lot of glue. Okay, it doesn't. So here's another glue stick that I might need. Okay, this is what I found works best for me. I grab this is what I use my multi-tool. Okay, so you can use a little squeegee or whatever. If you have one of the rubber finger things, that works good. I make a twist at the bottom of my lights. So it has a little loop, okay? And then I'm gonna glue where that twist is, okay? So I'm gonna put the light over the top. It doesn't go in the thing, it goes over the top of that hole. Okay, so I want to put some glue right there next to the hole, and I'm going to press this down into it. I put the light is going over the hole. Okay, I'm going to take my squeegee, I'm going to press down on the glue. Okay, that's going to dissipate the heat. Okay, then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to press down on the glue. It's not hot at all at that point. Okay, and that just finishes it off. And then I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, my light barely my light barely makes it to this window. Okay, so for this window, I'm going to glue on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue here, and I'm going to put some glue on the other side. And I'm going to take my little squeegee, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to press down, I'm pressing that wire down into the glue, put my finger on it, press it down into the glue, put my finger on it. Okay, so there's a light for that one. Now there's a light right here in the center. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take some glue and some glue. I'm going to take my little multi-tool. These are great for this. You can take a little tiny squeegee. You can take the little rubber finger things. The multi-tool works great though, or a detail tool. Okay, I always finish it off by pushing it down with my finger. So now I have those three. So I have three so far, and I'm just going to keep going up and around and go up here and then back this way, and then it will glue together. Okay, so I'm going to do my little twist like I showed you. It just seems to work to have that little twisted area, and then I'll glue that right there. Okay, so I have it twisted. I haven't figured out where I need to put my glue. Okay, I'm going to put my glue right there. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over the top, and then I'm going to press it down with my multi-tool. Okay, And then I'm going to press it down with my finger. It's not hot at all. Okay. Mine actually, I think, is set to low right now. Okay, and then I'm just going to keep going. This is the boring part, but you have to stay here. And I'm going to add some more of the shimmer frost to it, because the shimmer frost is just going to make it, it's going to make it look snowy. You can speckle it. If you want to speckle it with your toothbrush, you know how you dip your toothbrush in the paint in the water? You can speckle it with your toothbrush. There's all sorts of things. You can put the shimmer dust on it. I actually bought some of the shimmer hairspray that Chris, the designer of this, was talking about. That's supposed to be here on Thursday. But I think Amazon's having some problems. They had something go down. I wasn't able to order. Usually I can order things like same day. I was trying to order an alarm clock because I totally slept through. I woke up, had a headache, and then I didn't wake up again until 8:30 this morning. I slept through all my alarms. I need an alarm. You know what I did? I searched for alarms that are loud and obnoxious. Did you know that there's such a thing as an alarm that is loud and obnoxious? Yeah, they do make them. It's kind of funny. They actually make them where they shake your bed, where it goes under your bed and it vibrates. It shakes your bed. They also have one that goes off and it runs around your room. It rolls around your room. And you have to get up and you have to chase it to turn it off. So I'm thinking that I don't need that one because my dogs would probably freak out. But I do need one of the loud and obnoxious alarm clocks. I turn my cell phone off as far as the volume. So if somebody texts me, I don't hear anything. But my alarm should be really loud, and it's not. I don't hear it over my CPAP machine. You can get some at, yes, okay, the spray. I know, yes, I did see that. You could get the spray at Walmart. And my Walmart is 5 minutes from my house, but I just didn't feel like going anywhere. But yes, you can get the little hairspray stuff, that is the glitter spray in the Halloween section at Walmart. I have some that's coming. It's the same exact stuff. I have some coming on Thursday. I didn't have time to wait to go there. But I'm going to make do. I always say whenever I make things, they're usually one of a kind. Like if I made 12 of these, they're all going to be different unless I assembly line painted them. If I paint them one at a time, each time I'm going to do it just a little bit different. Okay, there's that one. I'm hoping that this is going to work out. I did have some people that said that they had a hard time making all the lights fit and go to all the areas, but I think that they had shorter light strands. These light strands are actually long ones, and I have lots of light strands for you guys, and I have more coming. I have more on their way. I have a whole basket full of these lights. And I marked them for Tara. I said, okay, I wrote the ones that are 20s. I wrote 20 on the package because when she's packing up orders, I want her to be able to easily know that these are the 20 ones for you guys. These are the 10 ones for you guys. So the kits do come with the lights. You don't have to find the lights. You have to supply your paint and your glue. And if you want to put Snow Tech on it or anything like that, of course, that's up to you. But yeah, basically you can use any paint you want. You don't have to have the same colors. And the colors that I used winter blue for my background, but you could use any blue. You could mix a blue. You could take a baby blue and put some gray with it to make it look more wintry. Yours are the long strands. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Laura, you wake up from the cat licking her food. I wish that woke me up. Janet says your coworker is hearing impaired and has one of the vibrating ones that she puts under a pillow. Oh, that's so smart. Yeah. See, I don't wake up and my alarm has been going off forever. I don't wake up to it. But it's not unusual. Okay. It really is not even anything new. When my youngest son was a baby, my daughter would come in and say, Mom, Kyle's crying. Kyle was in the crib right next to me. I didn't hear him. I don't wake up. I'm a very sound sleeper. Some of my kids are very sound sleepers. They sleep through everything. which is probably good, you know. My mom was a really light sleeper. Like I always say, we'd roll over in bed and she'd run in and tuck us back in, because she would do the thing where she tucked under the mattress. Do you remember the people that did that? That would tuck you under the mattress, kind of like nurses might at the hospital, so you don't fall out of bed. Yeah, my mom was a really light sleeper. Me, I've always, once I go to sleep, because I didn't sleep good as a child. I didn't sleep much. But when I went to sleep, I was out like a light. Nothing would wake me. Oh yeah, I heard there's a dog at my door. Wonder which one. Probably Darcy. Okay, we're almost done. We're getting there. So so as you get closer and closer, the lights are closer to the backer. And you always hope you did it right. Because there are times when I go, oh, did I do it wrong? No, I thought about it. You have to think about how this goes together. How does it go together? So all my little lights, and that you have enough. Because on the other one, remember the one I told you that I ran out of, that there were more holes than there were things? It was because it was supposed to be the hole to hang it with. Okay, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Double checking how many holes do I have left compared to how many lights do I have left. Oh my goodness. Yep, sometimes you got to check. So this is the 20 pack. It does not have the timer. I was not so lucky to find ones with timers. That's okay. My people can turn them on and off. My people know they can go to Dollar Tree and get the battery lights to replace it. Yeah, easy peasy. They're not always going to have the lights on. They might just have it on, like if they have a dinner or something, or they're sitting there watching TV and want to look at it. But it's not going to be on all day long. And at my craft show, hopefully they're not on all day long, but I will have extra batteries. The lights, some of my lights came with extra batteries. Some of them did not. It depended on the brand. And most of them came with a tiny little screwdriver. Did yours, Sarah, did yours come with a little tiny screwdriver? Okay, just getting this all glued on here. I have 2 more to glue, and then we're going to put the back on. We'll add a little more snow to it. Okay, as it gets closer and closer, the lights, yeah, it's a little more tricky, but it works. It does. Okay, there's that one. So it's all strategy and figuring out where do I need to start with the lights, okay, so that it ends up close to where it goes through in the back, because you want it to all end up okay. Okay, there's that, because this is going to flip over like this. It's going to go like that. If you want to paint the back, you can. I could totally still paint it, but I'm not going to. Okay, this one is going to go up here. I think what I'll do is I'll flip that. I'm going to get it really close, and I'm going to have to be really careful when I glue it. It's going to work though. It is going to work. It's going to glue right there. Okay, don't want to stick my finger in the glue. Not at all. We don't need glue. We don't need any glue burns at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna grab my multi-tool. These are just the Chalkator tools that we use. They work great for this. Okay, so there we go. So this is gonna go on like this. This all fits on like this. So I need to glue it. Let me turn on the lights and I'll flip it over and show you what it looks like. There we go. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. It is adorable. We'll add some more snow to it. I love it. Okay, so, yep, yours has extra batteries. Okay, are you sticking your fingers in the hot glue? So I'm not sticking my fingers in the hot, I'm sticking it on this. As soon as I put this on the hot glue, and I have it on low. So I have my glue gun on low. So I press this into the hot glue. It dissipates the heat, it takes the heat out, and then I press my finger onto it. It's not hot at all, not at all. You sleepwalked so much as a child in deep sleep. I'm gonna unplug my glue gun right now. That now you wake up with the cat. Oh, that's nice. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Holly. It is cute. Okay, so we're gonna glue the back on, and then we're gonna add some more. No, I need to leave that on because I still need to use that. Sorry. Let me just plug it back in one more time. And I do have my coffee here. I'm gonna take a drink. All right, I have my cute little Mickey cup. I need a drink. If you love it, give me a heart or a Christmas tree or something fun like that. Okay, see how this is still loose? So you can still flip this over. You can easily handle it to take out the batteries. Okay, so this here, it's kind of tricky because it's attached. It's attached together right there. Okay, so I need to put glue all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to just start. We'll just start right here, and then I'll have to lift this up. But we'll start right here. Isn't this just so cutie patootie? I am just like, this is adorable. It is just the sweetest little church you ever did see. Okay, how much would you pay for this all made together? I am thinking that my price is going to be like $30. I don't know, 34. Should it be 34? I don't know. It's really hard. Craft shows are really competitive in our area. Okay, so then line it up. Needs to be lined up exactly. Line up all your edges and kind of press it together. Okay, make sure it's lined up, top and bottom. And there'll be a little bit of glue that seeps out. Okay, so I'm going to flip it over. We're going to add some more snow to it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Church, you give me some churches. Deborah, there is a church in there. Thank you, Vicki. Okay, so I'm going to turn the light back on so you can see it. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous, I say. Okay, let's just put that right there. I'm going to add some more snow. We're going to use our Chocateur stuff. You can use Snow Tack, anything you want. We're just going to kind of build this up. Okay, we're just going to add, and the thing that I love about the chalk paste, we're going to put a little bit on the trees, is that it is water-based and it dries really quickly. Sometimes the stuff that you use, the Snow Tack, it takes a day to dry. This doesn't. So I can add this wherever I want it. Those lights are really bright. They're going to look so good. My next craft show that I do, I am up on the stage and it's dark. Can you imagine? And I do put lights in there, but can you imagine all of these things all lit up on the stage area? I am at the Women's Club in Alpine, and it's where I've done the craft show forever and ever, and I'm up on the stage. It's an area that's a little shadowy. It's going to be super cute with all of the little light up things. They'll probably all sell. And then the next show after that is at the church. It's the preschool. So, okay, I'm getting all this on here. I'm just kind of dabbing it. It just looks like snow. So they are out. I don't have extra. Unfortunately, they're having a big sale. And they sold out, gosh, immediately. Like I should have snatched it as soon as I saw it, but I didn't. Yeah, the Shimmer Frost, it went really quick today. 25% off everything with the Chocateur, with the whole website, except for a couple of exceptions are Snoopy and Debbie and the Tiffany Thiessen stuff that just released. Okay, that looks good. I don't want to add too much. Sometimes less is more. Okay, I think it's good like that. Unless, maybe I should add some here and there. Maybe I should. Maybe I'll just add some here and there. Oops, I didn't mean to put on the star. Yeah. I think it's so cute. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to stop. I think it's cute just like that. It is adorable. Okay, $30. Okay, yeah. Is that what you're thinking? $30. Yeah. I'm thinking $30. Okay, like 29.99. I always like I always lead with numbers like that. I always try to do with 95 or 99 at the end. Okay, let me do this. Let me grab my wipey. Let's dry this before we glue it together. We have to glue it in the base. And then I will put stuff on the back. I will glue it on the back too. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I want to make sure this is all dry or I'll stick my finger in it and I'll mess it up and it'll be just a hot mess. So it will dry quick because it's chalk paste. Okay, so it will dry really fast. You don't want to heat up that hot glue that's inside there though. I think you want to be careful of that. So I'm trying to just, okay, I think that's probably good. That is probably good. It might be a little bit gooey still, but it's going to be fine. All right, so it's going to go into here. I always like to kind of dry fit it, make sure it's going to work before I put the glue on it. Okay, if it's a little tight, then I might sand it a little bit. I feel like maybe I'm just going sideways a little bit. Sometimes the fittings are a little tight. There we go. Okay, it went. Did you hear it? Okay, let me take it back out. Let's put a little bit of glue. I just needed to go straight down. Okay, so glue, there you are. Okay, and then I'll put some hot glue at the back so that it stays forever and ever. It is so cute, guys. Okay, let's get that same fit. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to glue right along here so that that hot glue helps hold it. What hairspray is Chris talking about? Iridescent. Yeah. She just sprays it over. It just gives it shimmer. But you don't, it's totally up to you what you do. And then she also adds the glitter. I don't like glitter because I hate it at the checkout. When I am wrapping someone's order and I get glitter on me and it is all over me. Sometimes there's one person that uses a ton of glitter on her items and I can't wrap her stuff. I have to say, hello, can somebody come help me with this? Because I'm allergic to it. I'm actually allergic to the type of glitter stuff that she uses. So, okay, there we go. So I put a row of hot glue along there. I'll show you it. So it's right along here to hold that. And I'm going to turn it and we are done. We are done, guys. And it is adorable. I'll put you up to myself. And we got it done. Yay. There it is. That's wrong direction. I'm like, which way do I go? All right, we made it through it. Thanks, guys. I have a little bit of that shimmer frost left. Yep, all my stuff done. I hope you love it as much as I do. I think it's adorable. I think it's such a fun project. Like I said, I wish I had a whole bunch. I do have the little ornaments. I'm going to paint them the same. They're small. It doesn't have as much to it. It's a small round ornament size. So I have those coming up. They are listed. You can grab them from the same area. They're all in the Christmas section. Don't forget to use your coupon code. Use VIP25. You will always get 25% discount on everything except for monthly kits. Monthly kits are already marked down. So let me give you that collection to go to. You're going to go to the Christmas collection. It is the Christmas winter cutouts. And there's all these things in here. There's all the ornaments, all of the standards. There's the nativity. I showed you the nativity the other day. The nativity is super cute. I only have this in one size. I don't think I'm going to do a second size because we have the ornament. Okay, so there's that. There's the link. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will be here in the morning. I'm going to pray that my alarm wakes me up. Yeah, it's been a week.